I've tried, I've tried and tried and tried and tried to help others understand a very, very, very basic understanding that almost every single thing you hear from mainstream is a lie. You were to believe the opposite of what is being shared on the news broadcasts, if you were to just assume everything was opposite of what they're telling you, you'd be closer, so much closer to what's really going on. It's that ridiculous. The Great Awakening is happening and people are waking up so fast, I could not be more excited. The ascension is just so close. It's so juicy. You can almost taste it. It's so damn close. One of the reasons I'm so excited is everybody's going to know about pretty much everything, and it's going to be soon. Each one of you has a chance to have a slightly different future, right? We're all sharing this space in the present right now, right? You're getting close to the evil being done in this world. We're really close. Wait till you see how this movie ends. Wait till you see how this movie ends. Or they will use a honeypot. So they'll invite somebody to a big giant rich person's party and on an island, for example, or a fancy mansion, and then they will have underage situations, and it will definitely be recorded, very, very much recorded. And then these people don't realize they're being recorded. Next thing you know, now they're getting blackmailed, and now they're joining the bad team so that they can continue to be millionaires and not get set in prison. Even bigger than this virus situation that's causing a worldwide lockdown, it is a bigger false flag than that. Sean, you're saying it's a false flag, there's no virus? No, of course not. There is a virus. Some very, very, very evil people worked on that virus for a while with a lot of money. And it was developed, and it was supposed to have a much higher kill rate. It was supposed to be very, very contagious and have a very high kill rate. A true pandemic that rocks the planet, kills countless people. Everybody, everybody out there would have friends and family, many friends and family, all dead. Everybody would have friends and family, all dead. There would be so many bodies in the streets, we don't know where to put them. Don't buy the bullshit. Don't buy the bullshit. Don't buy the bullshit. The mainstream lies to you. But everyone's going to know that soon. But hey guys, Sean here. It's getting to crunch time. This is getting really, really, really serious for a lot of people. We are getting down to it. We are talking end of the world, biblical, apocalyptic times. No, it's not going to go back to the old ways. No, it's not going to blow over. No, this is it. There's nothing that's going to be similar to how it used to be. Everything is changing. And for the last 6 years, I've been telling you about timelines and how there's world peace timelines and New World Order timelines, and you can move with your energy to different timelines. You literally change timelines by existing in this 3D realm and moving forward from your perception through time. You change physical locations. Look into Mandela effect. You change physical locations. Your history changes as you change your present. You move into a different version of reality where the past is different and the future is different. You're always tweaking the past and future constantly. It is not something that fits nicely into people's linear brains. So yes, you are shifting into different timelines by literally existing here, and that's it. You exist. You shift through time. You shift through physical realities. Some of the timelines are going to end up in a New World Order scenario. It's horrible, terrible things. Some timelines end up in world peace, and then you have variations in between. It is imperative that you find love, not fear, inside your thoughts, feelings, and energy and system itself. You want to follow love, not fear. You want to feel love, not fear. Ralph Smart says, "Let love guide you, not fear." He couldn't be more right about that. All right. So there is something big, huge coming. Huge. The greatest, biggest, most unbelievable false flag in the history of the world. If the Great Flood was a false flag, now there was an incredible water event that rocked this planet, but if the Great Flood was a false flag, that would be the greatest ever. No, but the greatest false flag in the history of this planet. So much bigger than 9/11. So much bigger. Even bigger than this virus situation that's causing a worldwide lockdown. It is a bigger false flag than that. Sean, you're saying it's a false flag, there's no virus? No, of course not. There is a virus. Some very, very, very evil people worked on that virus for a while with a lot of money. And it was developed, and it was supposed to have a much higher kill rate. It was supposed to be very, very contagious and have a very high kill rate. A true pandemic that rocks the planet, kills countless people. Everybody, everybody out there would have friends and family, many friends and family, all dead. Everybody would have friends and family, all dead. There would be so many bodies in the streets, we don't know where to put them. Right? The way the news acts, and the way the politicians are acting, and the way the scientists and CEOs are acting in general, not everyone, but the majority of them. Sean said all CEOs and all actors and all politicians are part of the Illuminati. No, some are good and some are not good. But yes, so anyway, I'm getting sidetracked here. So the virus was supposed to be way, way more dangerous, very deadly, horribly deadly, kills, it doesn't matter, man, woman, child, healthy, not healthy, it's going to rock your world because the human being hasn't experienced this type of invader in its body because it would be based on another animal. And it was developed on purpose to rock the world and kill so many people again. If the way that it's being broadcast through mainstream media, if this illness was as bad as it's being portrayed to be, you would experience something like I said, that almost every single person would have numerous friends and family all dead. And everyone would be seeing bodies in the street. If you live in a city or a town, not necessarily the country, but even a suburb, there would be bodies outside piling up a little bit because we don't have time to bury them all yet or burn them all yet. Yeah, absolutely. Every hospital that you know of would be full, and then there would be hospital beds like on the front lawn, and then there would literally be people like dead bodies near the hospitals because they couldn't get seen in time. Right? That hell on earth. Yeah, and then you want me then. In that reality, me wearing a mask so that I don't die or make someone else die, that's going to start to fit. Now, that's going to be a horrible place to be. I would not want to live in a world where there's a virus going around the world and it's very dangerous, killing everyone. That would be horrible to experience, right? Living in a world where everybody's like dying. There's like this horrible illness that's never been around before, and everyone's freaking out about it, and lots of people are dying from it, and it's just so deadly. Yeah, so that would be horrible. And a lot of people are on that wavelength. I've tried and tried and tried and tried to help others understand a very, very, very basic understanding that almost every single thing you hear from mainstream is a lie. It's very straightforward. Just that alone is going to help you so much. Now we're talking world news, national news. As you get into the more local stories and the weather and the local charity events, but the big stuff, world news and national news, almost all lies. If you were to believe the opposite of what is being shared on the news broadcasts, if you were to just assume everything was opposite of what they're telling you, you'd be closer, so much closer to what's really going on. It's that ridiculous. But anyway, I've tried to help others understand that. So even today, August of 2020, and so many people. Now, before I finish this idea, or before I finish this statement, I want to let the Great Awakening is happening, and people are waking up so fast. I could not be more excited. The ascension is just so close. It's so juicy. You can almost taste it. It's so damn close. I mean, it's already here, but we have to actually see it happen now. But anyway, it's so close on this timeline. Oh man, hold on, this ride is about to get amazing, is that even now in August 2020, there are so many people in the United States where I live who believe very, very, very much down to the like core of them. They believe what's being shared on mainstream media sources. And it is so wrong, and it is so full of it. And when the majority of people realize that mainstream media is not only lying to you, but the reasons why they're doing it, it's just, oh my God, right? And then I can't even have a rational conversation with most of my educated friends. Why? Because the most educated tend to be the most indoctrinated. They're so into the matrix, the system. It's almost impossible for them to see things how I see them. I unplugged from my brain a long time ago. Decades ago, I started looking at the world and my reality through my heart. And it has led me to abundance, happiness, calmness, joy, peace. It's not perfect. I have bad days, sure. Shitty things happen, of course, right? This is Earth. We're humans, right? But yeah, for years now, I've been explaining that how you respond to the situation is going to help change your future. It's like you could say, God's trying to teach me, show me a lesson, or I have to learn a lesson, right? So something happens, and then eventually I got to figure out how to handle it in a better way, and then it won't happen anymore. Anyway, so the mainstream news is full of it. Oh my God. And it's coming. It's all going to come out. One of the reasons I'm so excited is everybody's going to know about pretty much everything, and it's going to be soon. It's going to be so shocking. It's going to be such a paradigm shift. A staged alien attack. Now, there are different timelines. There's going to be many different timelines. Each one of you has a chance to have a slightly different future, right? We're all sharing this space in the present right now, right? You can look at someone in another room, or we're all in the present moment, whatever the present is for you, right? You're probably watching this as recorded, so maybe this is like a day off. But yes, the present moment is a present moment for you. But your futures can all be a little different. Oh, man. So, lots of people are going to see different aspects of this fake alien invasion. Now, it's not, when I say fake alien invasion, I'm not talking about the aliens are fake and it's military using some weapon and blowing up a building, and then using alleged footage of this very amazingly clear UFO outer space alien technology weapon beings, right? No. There's going to be something so much bigger than just that, right? Like, and I don't know the details because there's so many different variations of these timelines. But it's been building, and each day I'm moving forward in this reality. I'm seeing it come closer and more likely to occur. It's not a guarantee everyone's going to see some sort of alien come down, but there's going to be different aspects. Some of you are going to see aliens that are quote-unquote good aliens that are finally making contact. Some of you are going to see false flag where they're going to blow up some huge building, huge structure. I don't know if there's going to be a bunch of people killed or not. Heaven forbid. It's hard to say. I don't think so, but it's hard to say at this point. We're getting close to the evil being done in this world. We're really close. Wait till you see how this movie ends. Wait till you see how this movie ends. But yes, the false flag with the aliens, it's going to be a huge thing for a lot of people. Huge for a lot of people. When it comes to it, these meat suits aren't really much of anything compared to what we really are. What are you really? Go inside yourself and find the awareness of the part of you that knows it's real. You know you exist. It's deep down there. And that part of you that knows you're real, some people call it the I am presence. That's you. You're not your mind, you're not your thoughts. Definitely not your thoughts. Right? So a lot of people not only spend all their time making decisions and thinking and being in their minds, instead of like others who are spending almost all their time in their hearts. And it feels nice to be down here. Talk about taking the pressure off. But people spend a lot of time in their minds, and then here's where it's even worse. People mistakenly identify their consciousness and who they are with their internal thoughts in their mind. It's not you. This is not you. Those thoughts are somewhere else, and then your mind picks that thought up and it goes in there. These are just words describing things you can't describe with words, really. But yes, so the thoughts are floating around, and you connect to that thought. It goes in your head, and you think you had it originally. No. How can you kind of show that this is real, Sean? Look at famous inventions in our history. Electric light bulb, for example. Yeah, we thousands of years ago before the Great Flood, we had that stuff. But these huge inventions in our history are almost always invented by a whole bunch of people throughout the world. Because the idea didn't become available to a certain point in time, and then all of a sudden, a whole bunch of people can think about it. So anyway, so your thoughts aren't yours. The real you isn't that. Now, there is a part of you that can look at the way you think from like a third-party perspective, and you can observe yourself having an internal dialogue. Now that is closer to the real you. When you observe the observer, this gets really deep. But anyway, I think my point is clear when it comes to the mental stuff. So get out of here and go into here. That's like a automatic way for a fast track to world peace. I've known for many, many, many years that world peace was the outcome of this reality. I did not know the timing or the details. Once the worldwide lockdown hit last March of 2020, I realized the timing was very, very soon. Very soon. Stay tuned for the alien invasion if you're watching the news. And there are aliens, real ones. Like, it's like a paradigm shift. Like, the religions are all like freaking out. Politicians, like, it's like they're like talking about like unprecedented laws that we're under attack from outer space creatures, and we need to combine into like a one world government type of, yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right? So be mindful. None of that shit's gonna work here. They're on their very last playing cards. Their power structure is gone. There's a few left here. They create a grand illusion of power from owning the media and having influence over very powerful people. So, and how does the elite, the cabal, the deep state, whatever you want to call them, how do they have so many people under their control? Well, there is direct intimidation, right? So threats, right? Threats of harm, actual. They'll take out a family member, and then you're kind of like gonna play nice so that more of that doesn't happen. They might blackmail you. Maybe you have like a nice job and you're rich and famous. Maybe you're like a super high income, and they basically are going to scandal you into a prison cell. So you'll lose your millions of dollars and be a prisoner because they're basically going to get you scandaled into something illegal. Or they will use a honeypot. So they'll invite somebody to a big giant rich person's party and on an island, for example, or a fancy mansion, and then they will have underage situations, and it will definitely be recorded, very, very much recorded. And then these people don't realize they're being recorded. Next thing you know, now they're getting blackmailed, and now they're joining the bad team so that they can continue to be millionaires and not get set in prison. Anyway, let's leave on a positive note. Ascension is here. Oh my God. It's such a simplistic statement. How are you going to know that the ascension is here, world peace is erupting? Now, you're going to get a very, very clear piece of evidence in the form of disclosure. The disclosure event, I believe, is loosely connected to alien disclosure, but I think there's going to be a false flag with aliens that are going to kind of sidetrack a little bit of that stuff. People are going to see through it, but some people are going to believe it. Some people are... Now, there's different timelines. Again, different timelines how it's going to play out, but there'll be some timelines where the alien attack is... The authorities are like, we need to basically all hide underground and, like, don't go outside, and if you go outside, you're going to get arrested because it's too dangerous. There's aliens, right? If you come outside, we're going to shoot you type of thing, right? So the New World Order type stuff. But no, that's not coming to pass. That's not coming to pass. They might even try that, but it's not. No, people got too smart. This timeline, people woke up too fast. So yeah, that's not going to work. So just be mindful. Don't buy the bullshit. Don't buy the bullshit. Don't buy the bullshit. The mainstream lies to you. But everyone's going to know that soon. But yeah, I was going to tell you, how can you see some of the evidence of this good stuff? Look at how many people are getting arrested for pedophilia. Just start digging into that. The amount of people being arrested for pedophilia. Do some homework and look at the trajectory and look at the numbers. All right, that's all I have for right now. I love you guys, and such good stuff coming so soon. The Great Awakening is happening, and people are waking up so fast. I could not be more excited. The ascension is just so close. It's so juicy. You can almost taste it. It's so damn close.